So it looks like the date of Xbox Series X and Series S just got a little bit better. If you caught the latest episode of Podcast Revived, which we did actually post to YouTube this time instead of just being an audio-only podcast, you may have caught a portion of that podcast where Jesse and I talked quite a bit about Xbox Game Pass and what a value that is. In part of that conversation, I brought up how EA Play, which was EA's subscription pass service, is now part of Xbox's Game Pass offering. Now, I guess I should say it's going to be part of that. At no additional cost, you're going to get all the features of EA Play's Pass built into your Xbox Game Pass. Now, we finally know when that's going to actually take place, and big surprise, November 10th is the day. So the day that you can actually get your Xbox Series X or Series S, EA Play will be, boom, part of that. Now, in that podcast, I said a few things about EA Play that were factually incorrect. I was mistaken. I had done some reading, but I had not read the fine print closely enough. So I'm going to kind of amend that mistake here, and we're going to talk about what you're going to get with EA Play for your $15 a month. So I had said that games like Madden, UFC, FIFA were part of EA Play, and that's not entirely true. What they do offer are timed trials. So you get something like 10 hours to try out Madden, and then you need to buy it after that. So you don't get Madden for free. What do you get with EA Play? Like I said, Microsoft already is going to give you over 100 games in the service as is. Bethesda games are coming. Games like Starfield, Deathloop should be in Game Pass. Well, now EA Play is going to be there too. So let's take a look at what you actually do get with this edition. Reward your dedication. So you're going to get exclusive rewards and member-only content. Play select new release EA games for up to 10 hours. Now this is what I mentioned just a moment ago. Madden would be included in that. Get instant access to a collection of EA's best loved games. That's what we need to dig into more, and then get more for less. Save 10% on EA digital purchases from full games and DLC. And see, this is where I became confused, because if you look at available games, Xbox One, well, there's Madden, and it doesn't explicitly tell you, oh, you know, this is only last year's Madden. I guess last year's Madden is there for you to play, and this year's Madden, 10-hour trial. Let's view all the games. Rocket Arena, Need for Speed Heat, Plants vs. Zombies, Battle for Neighborville. I actually really like those Plants vs. Zombie games. This is not the puzzle game. This is actually a first-person shooter, which is really, really weird. But if you've never tried it before, it's totally worth trying. It's really goofy and over the top, but it's actually really fun, though. You get last year's sports games, Sea of Solitude, Anthem, Battlefield 5, if you've not tried that. If you want to play 2-year-old games, you can play 2-year-old games too. Unravel 2, A Way Out, Burnout Paradise, Battlefront 2, if you've not played that. You can continue playing progressively older and older sports titles. It's a little lackluster. The first Unravel. Mirror's Edge Catalyst was pretty cool. You want to go way back to Battlefield Hardline? Sure. You seem to be some sort of a masochist, but go ahead and do that. Dead Space, Dragon Age, Skate. Man, oh man, do you remember Black? Holy. Wow, that is an old game, and I remember that vividly, playing that on the PlayStation 2. Well, you can go play Black, I guess. I don't know how that's going to work. So, like, this is not like an incredible, set of games. Like, I'm not like, oh my God, this is amazing. There are some good games there, but I think that the bigger point here is that you're not going to pay any extra for it. That's just part of Xbox Game Pass. In fact, a great many of us are already subscribing to Xbox Game Pass, so you're just going to get more stuff. A select few of those EA titles will even be part of xCloud streaming, something that I need to do a bigger deep dive into later. I've not had such a great experience with xCloud when compared to something like Stadia or even Steam's in-home streaming, but it will be there for you. One bit of bad news is that November 10th will not be the date for PC players like myself to get access to these EA games. It'll actually be sometime in December, but it is coming. I would actually really love to know, some of you Android users out there, maybe even some of you Surface Duo users out there, what has been your experience with xCloud streaming, which is part of Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. I've tried it on, my local network, which is, it's 300 down and like 50 or 60 up on most days. Stadia has almost no latency on key presses using this Xbox controller paired over Bluetooth, whereas xCloud has noticeable input latency, and the visuals are terrible. It's constantly buffering down to this muddy, blurry mess, and I don't know why. So yeah, I'd love to know what your guys' experience has been. I'd love to love xCloud, but so far I'm unable to do so. So guys, exciting stuff for Xbox fans, Microsoft fans, even PC gamers. Game Pass has jumped up 50%, up to 15 million subscribers in less than 6 months. When these Bethesda games start hitting, when EA Play hits in November, man, I can really see these numbers going up, and perhaps it's beginning to make sense. It's beginning to be clear how Microsoft intends on getting back $7.5 billion that they just spent on Bethesda. When you look at 15 million subscribers, $15 a month, that's a lot of money every month rolling in, and that's only going to go up and up and up as time goes on. So guys, that's all I've got for you on this one. I'd love to know what you guys think about all of this. How good is Xbox looking here on November 10th? A lot of you I know are PlayStation 5 guys. What do you think about this? Do you think PlayStation needs to offer more in terms of a competitor to Game Pass? It's a really interesting sort of challenge Microsoft is bringing to Sony. Let me know what you guys think about that in the comments down below. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please consider becoming a Scary If Literal member. You'll get access to a whole bunch of emoticons to use with live streams and a shout out on an upcoming video. Thanks as always for your continued support.